Merry Christmas, everyone. The holidays are upon us. I hope you're having a lovely time. Just a few days away now. Here I'm at the cabin and some weather's coming in. The wind's picking up and there's some snow flurries now. So I'm just getting battened down for the little early snowstorm that we're getting. It's been a very late and warm fall, not like previous years. So we'll see how much snow we get this year. Today, my plans are to make a lovely Christmas casserole with you, to look for a Christmas tree, and show you some things around the cabin. Stay tuned. Last time I was at the cabin, we leveled this out a little bit. This was full of, this is basically stuff they've drilled out of the ground for the well, and it was full in like ruts and lumps. So that's been all flattened out. Hopefully the grass will grow through that. I'm super happy with the well here. And, it's nice to kind of drive in and just, get your water, no big deal. Had to right over here too, straight ahead. And there's lots of tire tracks and stuff like that. So that's been flattened out. It's pretty awesome. And my goal is to put maybe a little hut over this. My fear is that someone's going to drive into it one day. So we'll get that kind of more protected. Briefly, I want to show you guys my new little sled here. It's Eagle Claw Chappelle Jet Sled. So it's quite small actually, but kind of all I need to come into the cabin now, since I don't need to be hauling water and stuff in the winter. So this will be great. It's really sturdy construction. It comes with some ropes, but I might actually end up doing something like I did with my previous sled and putting something more durable in there. And I can even take this out ice fishing too. It's actually a really good size. Picked this up at Cabela's. And it was really reasonable in price. And I'm looking forward to being able to use it this winter to bring things in without having that giant sled to haul all my stuff in. Out here looking for a beautiful Christmas tree. We've got lots to choose from here. I generally try to pick one that is pretty crowded with the others to help take it out. I think I'm looking for balsam fir, but let's take a look. While we're out here looking for a tree, I just want to show you guys something. So last time when Birch was here, we did some pumpkin carving. And there's my trail cam. I left the pumpkins out to kind of rot. And if any wildlife wanted to check them out, eat them, they could have them. So I'm going to show you guys the videos we got on camera. Yeah, those are pretty darn amazing, and those animals are kind of coming from around this way. So lots of deer, and now we got lots of coyotes around. Oh, great. This is what happens this time of year. There's always some smells when we're out looking around. You'll notice Royce is in his vest and on leash. It is deer hunting season, so I don't need him running around. He's found where the deer have been. Well, this is beautiful, but way too big. This is a white pine. Royce is taking me on little deer trails through here, and take a look at this. Definitely have made some good progress reforesting the field. You can see the grass will be kind of gone from in there, and as these trees grow up and shed branches, it's going to be a white pine forest in here. I'm super excited. Yeah, I look through here. It's so cool just to go through at deer height. It used to all be just grass, not pine trees, and now got a cool little pine forest on our hands. I think I'm going to go through here, because there's lots of crowding in here. Not taking those cedars down. Those ones I planted. I can't believe it. They're now almost like 6 feet tall. But my eye is on a tree over here. There's a bunch of ones crowded kind of in here, these balsam fir. I think I'm going to take one of these. They're really little and really spindly, but give me just a ticket. All right, I think I've decided on this balsam fir right here. It's pretty full, tall, and there's a lot of crowding going on right here, so I think I'm just going to take this one for the Christmas tree. Well, there we go. What a beautiful tree. We're going to enjoy this holiday season, then return it to the earth when the season is finished. Bring this inside, and then we'll get to decorating it. Oh, this is so pretty. The snow's a-coming. Got a couple of works of art around the cabin these days. Take a look at this. This is a beautiful painting that I did with my friend Birch when she was up here last. It was just a picture of a hike, and I used acrylic paint on canvas, literally dollar store paint and dollar store canvas to make this. I think it's pretty cool. The yellow represents some of the aspen trees, and this was supposed to be a little bit of, I don't know, like algae or sort of blooms within the little pond or, whatever there. So anyways, my first attempt. I think it's not bad, actually. See the details of the trees in there and stuff like that. What do you guys think? The other thing is my beautiful wreath. This is stuff found around the cabin. So we got some cedar and oak leaf, some beautiful fungus there. And you can see I've got some birch bark. And these are different pine cones. So from the jack pine, the larch, and also some white pine and red pine cones, and some berries. These ones are actually from my asparagus in the field. And take a look at that. Those are milkweed pods. So I think this is a really beautiful fall, early winter wreath that I made. How cool is that? So that was lots of fun. We'll decorate the tree in just a moment, but I just want to show you, we're going to get started on that casserole. I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to show you some of the ingredients I have for today. I've got these little potato fingerlings. This will be my base. I'll make some mashed potatoes. If you don't want to do mashed, you can, chop them up if you want. I've got some green beans, some sliced turkey, but of course, if you have a leftover turkey, you can use some of that. I've got celery, French green beans, some cranberries, of course, and some beef stock, my mushroom gravy, onion, and some flavored croutons, and salt and pepper. I feel the most difficult part of this is actually going to be the stuffing, because we're going to have to saute the onion and the celery along with some, chicken stock and those croutons and some butter to kind of make delicious stuffing. I think that might actually be my top layer of the casserole, but I haven't quite decided. It might actually be the gravy on top. I think that might be actually pretty good. So let's get started. Just going to rinse some of my celery, and I must say it is really nice having water here at the cabin. The well has been working out really well. All right, so probably won't need all this celery, but I think I'm going to just cut up a little bit of it here. We need about 2/3 of a cup of it. Get rid of some of that. Perfect. And next, I'm going to cut up 2/3 of a cup of onion as well. I'll need just a little bit more. Next, I'm going to cut up some little potatoes here, and then we'll kind of boil them. We're going to mash them so that they'll cook a little faster here at the cabin. I'm just gonna cut them up, take out any bad parts here that you don't want, and this will cook them through really quickly. We'll get them on the stove as we're working on our stuffing. And I'm just going to put them in my little pot here. Well, that's on the stove. We're just going to cut up some green beans. Some of these have gotten a little bit frozen in my cooler. I'm just going to literally sort of take off the ends. The dog will probably eat those later. Try not to drop them on the floor like me. So we get rid of the little ends, and then I'm just going to kind of cut them up into like little pieces. Put my fingers in so I don't chop them off. So that's kind of I'm going to do them sort of like that. Make this a layer in our casserole. All right, we're going to use a lot of butter. This is about 5 tablespoons of butter, probably more. Make really good stuffing here. So we'll let that melt, and then we're going to kind of saute our onions and our celery. Over here you can see, these are going to spill over, but we're getting the potatoes cooking there. I wish you guys could smell this. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, I think this is pretty much ready, and these are almost done. All right, and put this in this little mixing bowl right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe soften these green beans a little bit. So we're going to put those on the stove as well. Now that my pan's free again, I'm going to heat up these little green beans and cook them a little bit so they're not too watery when we put them in the casserole. Next, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of really hot chicken broth in there. Mix that up for my cube. This is what's going to soak into our little croutons there. Ooh. And then we'll put 3 cups of our croutons in there. Of course, you could make your own at home. We'll kind of mix that through. Just like that. And we're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes until it's all soaked through. I'll probably cover this so we don't lose any of the heat. All right, I'm going to pull these off. They are nice and they're kind of softened, so that's good. And potatoes are ready to be mashed. One other thing I'm going to do right now is just quickly mix up that mushroom gravy because we'll be pouring that on top of the casserole in just a minute. I'm also going to turn my little oven on here. This thing has been a godsend this year. Right, so now I'm going to add a little bit more salt and pepper to my potatoes here. Add a little bit of butter in. Then I'm just going to kind of mash it up with a fork. You can definitely add some milk in there if you want, or cream. Let's get it all mushed up in there, and we'll make our mashed potatoes. And we're going to kind of incorporate, like I said, the peel in there. It's very healthy for you. Let's put a little bit of milk in there, cream. All right, and that's what we're looking at there. It looks delicious. Let's put this all together. All right, so the mashed potatoes are going to go at the bottom of this pan. I'm just going to basically make this like your crust and push it all around. And as I should mention, you can make more or less of each layer. It's totally up to you what you want to do. Next, I'm going to put in some of my green beans. These are going to be really good. I mean, really, this casserole is already kind of cooked. You're just trying to put all the little layers together and heat them up, and so they meld the flavors a bit. That's good. So just put it like that. Next, we'll get some turkey. Oh, this is looking good, guys. I mean, you can kind of organize it how you want. If you want to chop it up even finer, depends on what you have. You use light meat, dark meat. I like the white meat. It's always been a favorite. I'll just put this all around here. Make sure every little nook and cranny has a piece of turkey. And next, this is our stuffing. It's all soggy now, so we're going to put this over top. Ooh, I think I made too much. No, maybe not. Let's spread this around, shall we? And then I've got my mushroom gravy here. So this is all thickened up. I think we're going to pour the gravy over top. Oh, look at that. Ooh, don't fall over the edge. This is going to just go right through to all layers. And if there's any croutons that aren't really, mushed up just yet, softened, you can, this will definitely do it. Well, that's good. You can save some for later if you want to put some on top. So that's good. Delicious. Sampling as I go. And then I think I'm going to put a few little cranberries in there as well. You can decide where you want to put them. I think put them on top is nice and pretty. Previously frozen. I remember one of my special camping trips, I actually found a cranberry bog and was able to eat some wild cranberries. That was really cool. Okay. Delicious. Let's get this in the oven. Now basically I put this in a hot oven. I've got a little bit of tin foil there. Leave it in there at about 400 for about 30 minutes. All right, let's take a look. Looks good. Piping hot, just like I like it. Let's give it a try. All right, let's take a look. It's cooled down a little bit here on the table. Oh man, that looks good. Ooh-wee. Delicious. All right, let's plate some of this up. Looking forward to trying this. Just kind of make them in little squares like that. No promise this is going to come out looking amazing without me spilling this everywhere, but let's give it a try. Woo! Hot. Oh man. Well, that looks absolutely delicious. Piping hot. You can put more mushroom gravy on top if you'd like, and I do have some of that. Let's give this a try. Looks delicious. I don't know what part to try first. Try to get a mouthful of everything. Potatoes, the turkey. Royce is going crazy here. Beans. Mmm. Mm. That is delicious. Wow. This is a really good way to win over the hearts of your guests. This casserole is pretty this casserole is pretty easy. You can use it with leftovers, or you can just make it with fresh stuff. It is so good. Well, finish that up, and I'm going to try a very delicious chocolate cake. Let's give it a whirl. Chocolate fudge cake, I should say. Hits the spot. Well, it's getting dark out, so I wanted to show you all my beautiful Christmas lights all along here. And I want to show you my beautiful tree. With all the lights off, you can see it right there. I think it's just lovely. These lights I got off Amazon a long time ago, just on a little wire. They're solar chargeable lights, actually. So when you get up close, you can see how thin the wire is, just tiny little LED lights, which is really nice. I basically just strung them up and down all the way across the front of the tree. I don't like to go all the way around. Just becomes a little bit of a nightmare. And stars at the top of the tree. Let's look at some special ornaments. So this one right here, it's from Dave Wilcox. He gave that to me a long time ago. I still have it. Thank you, Dave. And also from Darren Sharon. Held up really well. Christmas 2016. I can't believe it. Really cute little ornaments here. Manitoulin Island. Shout out to all you haw eaters out there. Now let's turn on the lights. I'm turn the lights. You can see the rest of the decorations. So got beautiful little owls. A couple of them on the tree here. This one's beautiful. I mean, if you want any ideas for crafting, just cut a little bit of sticks, glue them down like that over like a foam form. And you use some grass for the eyes. A little stick there for the feet. Of course, I have my little mushrooms. These are kind of fabric. Oh, Alfie's spying on me in the tree there. And we've got beautiful homemade straw ornaments. And a little mousey over here. This is super cute. Love adding my little animals to the tree. And our little moose there. Sounds like a bear. Yeah, the tree is lovely. And it's going to last the whole season. It'll last at least a month, maybe two. It's a fresh tree. So if you keep changing the water in the stand, it'll last for a very long time. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me for my little holiday special this year. I wish you and your family a happy holiday season and all the best in 2025. Take care. Bye for now.